something slightly different. Instead of moving as an assembly to everybody stating their concerns and friendly amendments, we're going to do 5-minute breakout groups. So if you want to get into groups of, if you want to get into groups of maybe 3 or 4 people, just to talk about any concerns that you might have and any friendly amendments you might want to bring forward. Well, yeah, okay. Well, this was our idea as facilitators, and we'll ask before we go through this. But I'm just going to state what it is first. So the idea would be that everybody has a chance to really talk about it, and maybe some of our concerns will be answered by one another, and that could actually make for a much more streamlined conversation. But before we do that, we'll ask for consensus from the group. So can I get a temp check on moving forward to breakout groups before we go through with concerns and friendly amendments?
This is only for 5 minutes.
It's a 5-minute breakout group. We don't. This could be we haven't done this before. This could be an interesting way of working through a proposal. We could see, maybe we like it, maybe we don't. Let's try new things together as a General Assembly.
Just for 5 minutes, guys. Can we get a temperature check on just 5 minutes?
5 minutes. Everybody's hands, please, just so we can see.
I see.
I see mixed. Can everybody please?
All right.
Waste of time.
Occupy is the missing ingredient.
5 minutes time is wasted just to take the temperature. This will probably help this guy get in advance. That's what's going on.
Everyone will still have a chance to state their concerns when we come back, but this is an opportunity to... Okay, people don't like it. Anyway.
We're going to open stat for concerns and friendly amendments. So,
together,
yeah.
Okay. Alright, so I have, I guess, a concern / friendly amendments. It sounds like what you're looking for basically is kind of endorsement from Occupy, which, you know, may be the greatest piece of work ever produced on the Occupy movement, or should be a piece of crap. We don't know yet because we haven't written this. Now, where I see it is we can't endorse something we don't know what it is. I mean, and it doesn't seem to really make sense for the Occupy to sort of like give official stamp to it before you've even written it. You know, before you're just at the stage of like raising funds on Kickstarter, which, you know, good luck with that, but I don't think it's something that the Occupy will link give its official stamp to because, you know, you haven't written it. For all we know, it's going to be crap. But I propose that, like, once you have written it, or like once you've written chapters, you can like sort of submit the chapters, and then once we have something that you've actually written to look over, then if you want an endorsement for Occupy, you can come back with something already written and be like, hey, you know, can we get an endorsement from the GA here after, you know, I've already shown you what I've written.
So, but can I reiterate, your concern is that the book's not written yet, and your friendly amendment is to give the Occupy community editorial power over what I write.
Not necessarily editorial power, like the power to look at it and just say, like, because the way I see it is, if you want an endorsement, come back after the book is written, and then if the Occupy movement can look over it and do an endorsement,
I would have to say just, yeah, as an artist,
it's not editorial power.
Okay, we're having a little bit of
So I can't accept that friendly amendment because I sort of have to have liberty to write it as I see fit and let the artwork stand on its own merit. I would basically just be asking for the Occupy community not to endorse what I say because I can't speak for you guys, but endorse the idea of the project. So just, I don't know how we would phrase that. I could propose something like just Shaz is a part of the Occupy community and he's writing a book about Occupy. That's as simple as that. Not endorsing what I'm writing, but just simply stating that I stood in solidarity with you guys at one point.
So we now have 8 or 9 people on stack. So I'm going to go ahead and close stack. If you really need to say something, please raise your hand. But the next person on stack is Sean number 1.
Okay, can everybody hear me? I'm going to start with a point of information. There are new websites that are coming out that you can plug into if you'd like to write content as an occupier and with Occupy Wall Street. They're OccupyWallStreet.net and TheDailyOccupier.net. Another point of information is we have a document consented by the GA called the Statement of Autonomy. It says, speak with us, not for us. That said, my concerns are many and they are blocking concerns. I have concerns about you have as an individual, with the proposals you've made in the past, with your conduct with working groups, your conduct with accounting working group. I have serious concerns with the way that you describe what you'd like to write about in this book. For example, violence versus non-violence. I think that's an incredibly problematic juxtaposition that you make, and I would really, really seriously be offended if you were to write something about violence and non-violence. That is not a dichotomy, and I don't want that dichotomy anywhere near my Wall Street. I have concerns about what you said about making endorsements, especially making endorsements of individual projects, and I have serious concerns that you don't understand autonomy.
Next on stack is Sean. Again, he almost got arrested because you want to address.
How about his response?
Oh, sorry, he does have the right to speak.
You'll respond to his first.
I think we'll continue the discussion. But, yeah. Go ahead.
Sean,
Hi. So I've read some of your writing, again, mostly involving the accounting question. I've seen you make up your own facts and run with them. I have serious concerns that you're going to do the same with this book, just making shit up about Occupy and pretending it's true because you said so. Those are my concerns.
Just bearing in mind we have about 4 minutes left on the proposal, so if people want to try to be very brief with their concerns, amendments, and their
keep it 30 seconds or less, guys, so we can we have a lot of stuff to get to today.
So next on stack is Dylan.
Alright, my concern is that essentially through a statement of solidarity you will be getting somewhat of an endorsement and thus be using this to capitalize off our movement. And I do not agree with that, so my friendly amendment would be that perhaps 50% of the profits of your book go to the general fund.
That's an interesting proposal. I was thinking about that if you guys asked me to share my revenue, and I think I'd be willing to entertain that if you shared what I feel are the expense costs of writing it. So I'm figuring the expense is $3,000 for 2 months for living expenses. So if you would be willing to, in this proposal, give me $1,500, I'd be willing to give you 50% of all the rest.
Yeah, I think that would be a proposal all by itself. So like right now, as to what he said about 50% of your revenue going towards Occupy Wall Street, you can either accept or deny.
I'd be open to bringing that up in a separate proposal.
Yeah, in a separate proposal. But for right now, accept or deny this specific.
Without receiving funding from Occupy Wall Street, I have to deny it.
No problem. Next on stack.
Next on stack is Nick.
Since you said you can't supply us with pieces of your writing, my friendly amendment is that you ask the GA for them not to endorse your book, but that they endorse people writing books in general, not specifically yours.
Can we do that and include my name as one of those people?
Well, you're occupied. Anyone, right?
Guys, come on.
So, yeah, if this doesn't pass, I'd accept that as like a last resort, that there's a general statement by OWS supporting people writing books about OWS. I guess that's a good compromise. But I don't accept it right now until we do a temperature check of whether this passes.
Just to clarify, this proposal, unless I'm mistaken, is asking for solidarity with the Kickstarter campaign and not with the book that ultimately arises. Just
Next on stack is
Kickstarter covered the book, so it's the same thing. Okay, my concern is to hear your opinion first before you start writing anything. My concern is to hear your opinion because of two issues. One is NDAA. Another one is the global war that seems to be coming our way. So in this regard, let us hear your opinion. This one has a couple of priority according when you want to write a book. NDAA, coming up the global war this year, I am concerned about your opinion.
I think they are both bad.
Before we move forward, we're actually out of time for this proposal. We can extend time.
What's the point to go? We got out of time. Let's have more time.
Hold on, I'm finished.
So we are out of time on this proposal. We want to do a temperature check to extend time so we can complete the proposal process because we're very close. So temperature check on going forward with the proposal process. Everybody, please participation, guys. We can't like.
Do people want to go forward and extend 5 minutes?
Okay, we're getting mixed signals here. We're extending time.
The room looks really mixed.
Yeah.
No, I mean, that's not true. I think that looking at the room, it seems like there are a lot of concerns, and I perhaps you should table it to a short proposal and bring it back. Yeah, it doesn't seem like we're going to reach consensus.
No, you guys gave me good feedback, and I appreciate your time. And I'm taking video of the rest of the GA for minutes.
Thank you for doing that, Chaz. He is taking minutes, so.
Thank you for your feedback.
Next up, we have vision and goals. You should get off. Okay, so we don't have vision and goals. Our agenda is less full than we thought. We only have one proposal left.
Wait, yes, come back.
Oh, apparently we have one more.
And that is from the logo folk. Is there anybody here who is one of the logo folk?
You are the gentleman? Okay. So yeah, you can close it now and then yeah.
Hi, I'm Donald Noble. I'm with the Labor Outreach Committee rank and file. We have Donald Nobles from the Labor Outreach Committee rank and file. After several meetings, we found a need for a logo. We talked about it, and then we found out other people are also working on a logo. But we have a new twist, and the twist is to make a contest on Facebook worldwide, and that way we would get people from other countries in the world. There are 900 countries, 900 cities around the world, last count. And if we had some kind of affiliation or at least a psychological connection to those people just by having the contest. And it's not I have a logo or she has a logo. We have a contest and it stays in the press and gives us a lot of positive publicity. That's essentially it. I shot my load at the last meeting and I gave out all my handouts.
So the proposal is for a contest.
To creating a logo for the movement.
Exactly.
Okay. So we're going to open Stack for clarifying questions for this proposal. Raise your hands real high.
If it's a contest, will there be a winner? And if there will be a winner, how will it be chosen?